I wanted to talk about first two things. One is how proud I am of AWARD and those who have been driving AWARD. And what a lot of people don't know is I have played so many different roles in AWARD the last 10 years. I have been a fellow. Was I ever a fellow? I even forgot. No, I was a mentor. I started as a mentor. I even forgot some of the roles I played. So I was a mentor. And when Vicky mentioned Helga, I actually chuckled because over the years we would have these conversations with Helga, and every time Helga called, I knew she was asking for a favor. She had one more fellow that wanted to come and be attached to wherever I was doing my research, whether it was in the CGIR, at ILRI, at SEAT, at CARE, and I had a fabulous time of it. Where's Petra? Petra is here. So I spent 9 months with Petra at the International Livestock Research Institute. I want to appreciate the chair, because I'm currently the chair of the advisory committee. I do want to appreciate the chairs who have come before me, from Peter to Stella to Ida, who couldn't join us, who then handed over the mantle to me, because my job is easier because of all of you. You set up the systems, the advisory processes, and all that before me. So I actually just came and sat pretty and just moved on with it. So thank you very much. To really appreciate Vicky and the vision that you had for this. But also to appreciate Njuki, because it also takes a special kind of person to come and take over the mantle and drive an organization to even higher levels. And it has been, we met under very, we've talked a lot over the years, but it has been tremendous working with you. But I wanted to appreciate that whole history, because there's actually a reason why I'm the chair of the committee, because I have been passionate about issues of women in this continent for a long time. And to be part of AWARD is really a privilege for me. To actually be in an organization where that is the driving force is a privilege for me. And then I wanted to reflect on moving forward and what it is I'm excited about. And I do hope that even when I'm no longer chair, that you will still allow me to be part of the family, because I want to keep being excited about these things. So one of the things, when I joined IDLC, where I currently work, there was one phenomenon that I saw. It didn't matter which country you went to, you would find somebody who had done their master's degree, done their PhD, done a fellowship with IDLC. And sometimes it would be the Prime Minister in Burkina Faso, and you got there, and miraculously a lot of doors that wouldn't open started opening, because everybody would identify with having been at IDLC as a fellow, as a student. Now the amazing thing is, when I go to countries now in my work, guess what? People recognize me for AWARD. Yeah? Because in every country you go, you will find a former AWARD fellow who is now the Vice Chancellor of a university. When I started funding the University of Zambia, Judith, an AWARD fellow. So sometimes I'm actually confused about whether to introduce myself as I came because we have a grant as IDLC, or I'm actually the AWARD chair of the steering committee. And it's been so wonderful to see this, because I think this is how change happens. And what I'm really looking forward to is this critical mass of women scientists that are opening doors all over the continent. And for me, that's the dream for the next 10 years of AWARD. That we will not just have deputy vice chancellors, that they will be vice chancellors, and they will be the ministers of agriculture, and they will be the ministers of science and technology, and then they will be the presidents. Because it can happen. Somebody the other day put a question on Twitter. Would you imagine a female president? And I'm thinking, has anybody ever asked us whether we would imagine a male president? We want to get to a point where the question is, would you imagine a male president for Zambia? Because Judith Lungu has been the president for the last, you know what I mean? That at some point, these questions will not make sense, because we will have this critical mass of people. So that's the one thing I'm looking forward to. The other thing I am looking forward to is this new direction that AWARD is taking, the gender responsive research. That is what has kept me awake for 18 years. How does it become obvious that we do research for men and women, and that the needs of those two different groups of people, their priorities, their constraints, the social system in which they're operating, that our research can change that. So I'm really looking forward to that new direction. And if we have a critical mass of scientists who are doing gender responsive research, then our job will be done. Then we can go home. So I am really, that's my vision for where this village should go in the next 10 years. The other thing I am looking forward to, even today on Twitter, I was still seeing those things. I had a BBC journalist that I talked to on, I don't know whether it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. And he asked me, I could tell he was a young man. And he asked me, don't you think all these conversations about women and about gender equality are a distraction from the real issues of poverty reduction? I sent that interview to a couple of people, and they could hear the sigh. They could hear me like, huh? What? And in a way, I was reflecting on that interview, and I had never spoken about gender equality with so much clarity. Because he asked me, don't you think we should focus on everybody? And I remember asking him, who is everybody? Who is everybody? Because as long as we are in this continent, our everybody is 50% women. So how are we going to talk about everybody without talking about the 50% that's women? So these are the conversations, and I am so happy because that's the third thing I'm looking forward to. How the evidence we get from AWARD starts changing the discourse out there. For those of you who are Kenyans, we are having a bad day today. We look very happy, but we are having a really bad day today because our gender bill didn't pass Parliament yesterday. And because that discourse, when we sit in this room, we are very comfortable. We know what we're talking about. We all understand each other. But the global discourse hasn't changed. So that's the third thing I'm really looking forward to, that the evidence we generate from AWARD helps us change that discourse so that we never have to have the conversations like I had yesterday with the journalists. The village, we have a new word for you. The village, this village, we are really looking forward to walking that journey with you. The funders, we actually, we wouldn't do any of this without the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Now you wear the hat of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Without the Rockefeller Foundation, without USID, I think Karen is still in here somewhere, without Agropolis, without BNP Paribas, you are part of the village. Thank you, and really, I am usually very passionate. We have very many passionate people in this room. But without that passion, we won't do it. Because sometimes it can be tough and discouraging and all that. So we need the passion and the conviction. To all the fellows and mentors, there is something about sending the elevator back. You've heard that expression of sending the elevator back. When the elevator takes you to the top floor, make sure you are sending it back. And when you send it back, make sure it's open. I think Her Excellency talked about this earlier. We need to send the elevator back because there is no joy in being the only woman at the top. There is no joy. We need to keep sending that elevator back open so that as many can get in as possible. So that's gonna be, if there's anything that you should leave with after your award experience, is that there's a reason you're an award fellow, so that you can keep sending the elevator back. Thank you.